Hello, everyone. My name is DeGarry Andrews, and thank you for joining me for this first episode of my brand new podcast, Man Cave Movies. Okay, so I'm really excited to be kicking this podcast off of the ground. Just a little about myself. Like I said, my name is DeGarry Andrews. I am a father, I am a husband, I'm an educator, I'm an actor, and above all, I am a cinephile. I love movies. I live, I breathe movies. I've been acting and watching film for a very, very, very long time. And I say that just in case my viewers may be wondering what qualifies me to discuss film, what qualifies me to be doing this podcast. There you have it. I'm a cinephile, self proclaimed. I love movies, hence all of the thousands of titles behind me. And I think I'm more than qualified to discuss movies. So, what Man Cave Movies is me sitting in front of you, coming to you every month or how often I decide to do this, talking about movies, discussing my favorite movies. I may have some guest co hosts with me from time to time, but mainly it'll be me sharing my love for movies with you. The first film I decided to kick off this podcast with is one of my favorite films, A League of Their Own. 1992 film starring Gina Davis, Tom Hanks, and Lori Petty, directed by Penny Marshall. And the angle that I chose to discuss this film with, um, quite controversial. I think that it's a very interesting film. Every time I watch it, I want the ending to be different for a number of reasons, and that is what we'll dive into on this episode. So sit back, relax as I take you down a stroll of memory lane and we discuss A League of Their Own. So, A League of Their Own is a 1992 film directed by Penny Marshall, and it is about the All American Girls Professional Baseball League, and it stars Gina Davis, Tom Hanks, Lori Petty, Madonna, and Rosie O'Donnell. And it is a story about two sisters, Dottie Henson and Kit Keller, and basically a scout comes and he is infatuated with Dottie Henson, that's Gina Davis's character, and he wants her to try out for the league. Dottie is not interested in trying out, but her sister, Kit Keller, wants to get out of their town because she feels like she is suffocating and living in her sister's shadow. So she convinces Dottie to try out for the league. The scout agrees to let Kit try out only if Dottie comes. So reluctantly, Dottie agrees. Kit follows along. They try out. Kit makes the team. They both become part of the Rockford Peaches, and the story unfolds there. They meet a gang of women along the way: Marla Hooch, May Mortabito, Doris Murphy. The story has a great array of supporting characters, but what I want to dive into is the story between the two sisters. Now, a lot can be said about the antagonist in this movie. Some may say that it is the men in the film because the men don't think that the league will be sustained or able to be sustained once the men come back from war. That's one angle that could be set up for the antagonist of the film. Or one could say that the men in the film don't think African American women are good enough to play in the league. That's another way we could look at it. But I personally like to think that the antagonist of the film is Kit Keller, the sister, played by Lori Petty. And I think that for many reasons. For one, I think that she is emotionally abusive to her sister. Her sister did not want to join the league. She begged her sister to join the league, and that would be beneficial to herself because she did not want to stay in her hometown, and that was selfish of her. Her sister gave her many reasons why she didn't want to join. Dottie was satisfied with staying at home, being a housewife. Kit begged her to join. That was one thing. When they got there, Of course, Dottie was the star. She was more talented. Kit never let her live that down. She threw that up in her face at every opportunity that she got. She pretty much made her feel bad for being the superstar that she was. And she played mind games with her. She asked her, why did she have to be so good? And why are you still here? And if you didn't want to be in the league, why did you come? Well, she came because you begged her to come. So I just feel like everything that went wrong in this film went wrong because of Kit. And we'll discuss that more after we take this break. Right, thank you for staying with us. Again, I am DeGarry and Andrews, and this is Man Cave Movies. And on this very first episode, we are discussing the 1992 film A League of Their Own, directed by Penny Marshall. And we are in the midst of discussing how Kit Keller was indeed the antagonist of the film. And we're just discussing the things she did throughout the film to antagonize her sister, Dottie Henson. And before Kit Keller was traded to Racine, she put up this big argument about asking Dottie why she was still there and why she had to be so good. So Dottie goes to the higher up. She tells them to trade her. Instead of trading Dottie, somehow they make the crazy decision to trade Kit. Kit gets upset. She blows a gasket. She gets traded to Racing. That's all well and good. Dottie's husband comes home from the war because he gets hurt. Before the World Series, Dottie decides that she's going to leave. This is all well and good as well. So Rockford goes on to the World Series. They make it all the way to the championship game without Dottie. Dottie has a change of heart. Dottie decides she's going to come back in the championship game where her team has made it without her, and she is going to play. All well and good. Dottie's the best player in the league, so they could use the help. Now, where I take issue with, and I blame this on Kid as well, they make it all the way there. At the end of the game, Dottie gets the ball. Kit is rounding third. She comes home. She pummels into her sister. Spoiler for those of you who have not seen the film, but it's been out for like 33 years. So if you plan on watching it, you may want to stop watching the film here. She pummels into her sister. Her sister drops the ball and Racine wins. Now, I take issue with that because in a previous scene in the film, something similar happens to Dottie, and they zoom in to show us that Dottie grips the ball. She still has it in her hand. So, in my opinion, she drops the ball on purpose for her sister to win. I guess for her sister to experience some sort of success. Now, had that been me and one of my sibling would have just had to lose. The game was that important. Her team had made it there without her, and you come all the way back and cause your team to lose because you want your sister, who has been emotionally the entire movie, to experience some success. And that is why I say that Kit Keller is the antagonist of the film. You antagonize your sister all the way through this movie because, for lack of a better word, you are a brat. Yes, your sister is talented. She's more talented than you. Get over it. She got you into the league. You were ungrateful. Well, first of all, she got you the tryout. You were ungrateful. You got into the league. You were ungrateful. You and then when she said she was leaving, you wanted her to stay. So which one is it? You wanted to leave or you wanted to stay? You love her or you hate her? You It was just, she was an emotional wreck. I would be happy to have Lori on this show so we can discuss what she felt about the character and how the decisions that she made to play the character, because eh, no one can convince me otherwise that she was not the antagonist of this film. No one can convince me otherwise that Dottie Henson did not drop the ball on purpose to allow her sister to win. It was the 90s. A lot was different with film back in those days. Had A League of Their Own been made now, I think it would have a totally different ending. And as far as critical reception, it was a box office hit, of course. It was nominated for two Golden Globes, I think, for Best Original Song. Gina Davis was nominated for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. It didn't receive any Academy Awards, which I think it should have been nominated for at least five. Best Picture, Best Actress for Gina Davis, Best Supporting Actress for Tom Hanks, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Original Song for This Used to Be Our Playground for Madonna. It's one of my favorite films. I love to discuss it with friends because a lot of people don't share the views that I share about this film. But I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments. So let's discuss it. Thank you so much for joining me for this inaugural episode of Man Cave Movies. It's the first one out of the gate. I promise you, I'll get better with time. The show will get better. I'll discuss more of my favorite films. I watch a very, very wide array of films. There's no one genre that I love more than the other. My favorite film is The Color Purple, the 1985 version. My second favorite film is Scream 2. So you can see I'm all over the place with movies that I love. So continue to come back, watch it, tell your friends, send it to three people, tell them to send it to three people. I'm going to be posting these on YouTube, posting these on my social media. So I hope you like, subscribe, come back every time I post one. Hope to see you here. Man Cave Movies signing out.